Hi traders, thanks for stopping by thetradinganalyst.com. This is Taylor, and we're going to take a look at the Apple daily chart as well as many other stocks here, and I'm going to give my analysis, thought process, and hopefully the idea is for you to come away from this video with some extra knowledge on technical analysis as well as some profitable trade ideas on these many stocks that I'm about to cover. But first, if you're not already a member, go ahead and visit the homepage of the website, www.thetradinganalyst.com, and get to know us a little bit better. If you like the free videos and you like the free analysis that we give to you on a daily basis, then you're going to love the membership at thetradinganalyst.com. And once you sign up, you're going to be able to take part in the professional chat room, the daily watch list, the real-time trade alerts, which are not only given in the live chat room, but also for those of you that have a full-time or part-time job, or maybe just don't want to be glued to the computer screen all day long, you're still going to be able to take part in those profitable trade alerts because we give them to you via text message and email. You're also going to be able to get the webinars and an education from mentors like myself who truly care about your success in the market. It's a great opportunity, and we'd love to have you join the hundreds of other members that are profiting daily. All right, so let's get a look at these charts here. First one is going to be Apple, and then we're going to cover several others. So first look at Apple here. Just kind of review the daily chart overall. We broke over this downtrend line right here, back here, and our members and myself got long right around here, and we sold right here at 118. That was our target based off of some Fibonacci retracement levels and some resistance based off of these highs right here. You can see it gets a little thick right over there. So we made some coin on that trade right here, and now we're looking at some potential downside here for Apple as it reached our target. And as we've been mentioning on these last free videos that we've been doing for Apple, is that we would see some downside. And I'm going to show you the hourly chart because you can see the trend line a little bit more clearly. Here is the trend line. Look at how many times we bounced off of that. Right there, and then we finally broke it right here, and we are making some lower lows here. So look for some continued downside here on Apple, and some potential bounce zones on Apple once it gets lower is around 112 to about 109. You can see that we have some support from these lows right here, some support from these highs right here, as well as this uptrend line that has a touch here. There's a bounce, here's a bounce, and that lines up perfectly with these levels that I've been mentioning. So right around 109 to 112 is going to be that bounce zone that you want to look for. But in the short term, definitely think that Apple is going to be consolidating lower. And if you do like Apple short, you don't want it to break over that 118.50. If it breaks over that 118.50, it is going to head higher. So have to be open to all situations here. I don't have a crystal ball. You don't have to have a crystal ball, but you have to play what you think is the most probable situation here on Apple. All right, so I'm going to move on to the next chart here, and that is going to be Netflix. Netflix is coming up to, and this is a nice bullish action. We have been bullish on Netflix here for a while. If you've been following along the videos, you would know this. Now we're coming up to a key resistance level here, about 129 to 132. You can see this is where we peaked in August of last year, and then again in November of last year as well. Right here, the highs over here about 133.50. So look for a tag potentially up there to that 133 area. But this is definitely an area where I would be trimming some longs personally, because you can see how many times it's gotten rejected up here. So just be aware of these levels here on Netflix, and you should do just fine. All right, next one we're going to cover is Google. And Google has earnings coming up next week. I do think that the reaction is going to be positive, and I'm going to go over why. So we're going to look over at the recent action here on Google. You can see we've been trading sideways here. We held this gap up. This was bullish, bullish, held this gap up, wasn't doing much for a while, and then we broke out of this gap right here, and you can see that we headed higher and we broke to all-time highs. These are all-time highs, okay? These were the previous all-time highs right here. We broke those all-time highs and we're holding those gains right here. So expect Google to head higher here. Of course, earnings are a crapshoot, but the chart is telling me that we are going to be heading higher here. And you can look at the last time the chart looked similar to this. You can see very tight range, very tight range. We broke to the upside, okay, right here on this day. A week before earnings, it kept breaking out, and then the earnings came, and this is the reaction that we saw right there. I think we're going to see some similar action here on Google in this coming week, so look out for that. Twitter is a very peculiar trading stock right now. This is kind of difficult action to trade, so I've personally been kind of staying away from it for a while since we made that really nice long call off of this breakout here. We got long near 18 and we sold near 24. That was a really nice trade for myself and for the members at the website. So moving forward now, where is Twitter? Where is it headed? Obviously we have some pretty bearish action. Gap down, another gap down, no buyers in sight, and this is really the first area where we've seen some buyers step in, okay? So as you can see, some volume came into the stock as well, so that's bullish. So now we're going to have a look here that you want to look for. So about 1826 is the break that you want to look for. If we close over 1826, we're going to head up here, we're going to fill the gap at about $20, okay? If we break to the downside, we have support down here at about 1725 or so. That's going to be support, and then down here at about 1670. If we close below 1670, we're going to be heading lower here. Earnings are coming up here. I believe they're November 2nd, so you want to be aware of that. We could be potentially hearing some rumors coming around here, so just know that we could get some rumors coming in, and that could make for some volatile trading, and we could see some more action like this, either a gap up or a gap down. You know, pretty tough one to trade, but definitely some high reward to risk here on this trade. So look for those levels, excuse me, and you should do just fine on Twitter. All right, next one we're going to cover is Facebook. Facebook, very bullish action here. As you can see, we broke this downtrend line. There was a trend line right here. We broke it right here. Very strong action that we bounced here and then broke these highs, okay? Nice action. I think that Facebook heads higher here, and there's a bounce zone right here at about 130.25, so you can look for that on Facebook. To me, this looks very similar to this action right here when we broke to the upside. So this day right here, to me, looks exactly like this day right here. Similar volume action as well. Actually, there's more volume here that we got on this day right here. So look for Facebook to make new highs coming up here next week. The next one I want to take a look at is Amazon. So we've got resistance here on Amazon at 845, and then we've got support down here at about 790. I do think that we're potentially going to be heading higher here for earnings, and we can look for bounce zones right here at about 790, and then resistance up here at 845. Those two levels are the main levels that I'm seeing on Amazon, and you want to be able to play both sides of those. Next one we're going to cover is Priceline. Priceline, I'm going to zoom out here so you can see this. These were the previous highs right here, and you can see that we broke to the upside right here over those previous highs, made new highs, but then we ended up not holding them and breaking to the downside. So As I pointed out on social media, I just posted a chart here. I mentioned that I did think that Priceline was going to be heading lower here, and we got more, and that was at the highs of this day right here on Wednesday, and you can see that we did head lower right here, and I'm looking for even more downside. You can see that we have an evening star candlestick formation. So here's a green candle, and then we have a gap up with a reversal candle, and then a gap down right here. So lower candle, higher candle, lower candle right there. That's an easy pattern right here. They don't work out 100% of the time. Obviously, nothing in trading does, but this is a high probability pattern here, given that it's also a Fibonacci retracement level from these highs to these lows. It's a 61.8% Fibonacci retracement level as well. So more than likely, based off of those things that I've mentioned here, we are going to be heading lower here on Priceline, and you can look for this gap to fill right here, and that gap is right at 1437.65 cents. Thanks for watching the video and stopping by. Again, visit the home page, get to know us a little bit better. If you like these free videos that we do for you on a daily basis, then you're going to love the membership at thetradinganalyst.com. And the best part is you're going to be able to take part in the profitable trade alerts, which hundreds of members are currently enjoying in the membership. It's a great opportunity, and we'd love to have you.